let's just get that mouth position right. So you're going to go. Yeah, I need that stretch. Ah. Now we get a good big round ball in our mouth coming out. Ah. Remember that your ah is up here, purring on the flesh. Never down here, in there, or behind the tongue. It's always at the top, and your voice is purring up here on the roof of your mouth. So, right. Feel that? That's called placement. That, when you hit in those two upper spots, that turns on, and then the spine goes, and then the whole body rings. Okay? If you don't hit in those two spots, you're in trouble. If you sing down here, you're in trouble. You have no strength, and you'll fatigue your voice very fast. So this is red zone, and this is green zone. Sing in the green zone all the time. Right, so from here. Oh. Piano needs to be fixed. That's where we go. So we're going to join two notes smoothly today. We're going to start Now the rule is when we're moving from one pitch to another, there's never any nudging in the lower pelvic region or the back muscles. So you don't go you don't do that. It's just so the support locks and then it sits very still. You don't go moving around to move notes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's something I was wondering about. Like, so just each breath it just stays out until you
That's
breathe
it.
again.
That's support. That's not breath. That's a support.
Yeah.
That's a seat belt while the voice is riding out, so you don't damage your throat. Okay. So from here, so breath goes in chest. So, and when you breathe this way and that way, so two motions for a full breath. Don't do this. Okay, there's no moving jaws or licking your tongue or closing your lips and swallowing. It's, as soon as you phonate, you are in open channels all the time. So, because every time you go every time you move around, you slow down the process of the next start. Okay? Alright, so do it again. That's a sneeze actually. Okay. Use the mirror. So, three things you're looking at. Is my jaw moving between breath coming in and voice going out? If the answer is yes, it's wrong. Two, are my teeth visible? Especially my bottom ones. They should be, especially your bottom ones. Is my tongue connected behind the back of my bottom teeth?
Yeah.
They're three things. So jaw movement, teeth, and tongue. Okay, so from here. 1, 2, ready, go. When you attack, don't nudge the start of the vibration. It sounds like it went, went like that. You want, next one. See how I go. I'm right on the
Straight in
note,
there, yeah.
and the vibration starts on my soft palate and my roof. Okay, go. Bit sharp. It's a bit on the heavy. Don't push. Purr it. That's purring. This is you. Hear the difference?
Yeah.
You don't want that. That then becomes a little bit of a pressure under the vocal cords. The voice doesn't need to push and sharp. It just needs to purr into compressed vibration without air escape, which I call aeration. Okay? So from here, 2, 3, 4. There's already mixing going on in the voice. Can you hear that?
It's getting a little bit higher.
Yeah, as you're going higher, your voice is moving into falsetto, which is actually, I'm going to allow that. It's a bit breathy, but it's the right direction to take. Okay? That's all got to compress and become vibrated like the lower voice. But it's doing a natural sort of thing at this moment, so let's follow it. Ready and go. Good. it's because the way things are moving right now, it's perfect. You'll realise your body moves, your body compresses, your body actually pumps. It's not relaxed. Even when we talk, there's tension in our tongue and in our root and in our cheek muscles and that. Proof of that is if I completely relaxed around here, I'll be talking like that. So that's completely relaxed. So that's the way I talk. So we don't really go completely limp, but we don't get really stiff and rigid either. We're sort of working elastically through our chin and jaw and neck and tongue. But it's an elasticity that makes us feel loose and free, right? Even the body, when you and you vibrate, it goes into an elastic lock, but then it releases when the breath comes in. Then it goes back into an elastic lock. And that's what we call what I call the pumping action or the compressing action of the supported body. And then the vibrations come into closure here and you get that vibrating voice. So without that sort of elastic tension in your pumping system, you can't get a vibrated tone. You'd be like that if you completely hang loose. Right, friend. You don't smoke, do you? No. Good, don't ever smoke. 1, 3, 4. Yeah. Keep darkening the up.
When you say darken, is it the mouth?
The
ah.
That's how you go to high C. So the R keeps darkening its pronunciation in the mouth. Yeah, you keep working to darken the R. Just stay vertically long. Yeah, never cover the T. See how it darkens. If you go you go wide, it brightens. When it brightens, you get stuck under your vocal cord. Yeah. When you keep it always long and allow the shades to keep darkening towards the top, you just go right through the range and there's no pressure in. Not right. Go. 3. scratched a fair amount of times till that all smoothens out. That yodeling will dissolve and disappear. You just got to sing through it. Now you're going to get tickled and scratched and you'll want to cough. You get a couple of spasms on your vocal cords, that's all part of it.
Tongue started twitching.
Yeah, keep the tongue stuck here. Now let it pull away and do all this sort of stuff. Okay? 2, ready, go. You're in. That's it. Keep going. Go for it. Higher. Next one. Rolling over the roof. Go. Pump over your back, go. Yeah, it's going to scratch and tickle, I want that. Go. No, don't go swallowing your voice. You got to roll it out off the roof. It's got to really shout out of the mouth.
Are we
go.
going up or down from it?
No, you're at the top coming down. Go. Shout it. It's got to whistle out of the mouth. Go. That's right. Good. Go. Rest.
Something unique.
This is the rule with the E vowel, which is the toughest vowel to master because it can lock you up in the throat or you can free you up. Not many people find a way how to get it to free you. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go your E vowel, like all vowels, the tip is stuck in your teeth. Now, most people have the fault of allowing the tongue to sort of fledge out or to puff out like that. So, they do that, okay? You can't. You don't want to pull wide either. You want to work vertically, don't cover the teeth. It's always the rule is work vertically, don't cover the teeth. The teeth, you don't point your lips either, so E. Your lips retreat against your teeth, but your teeth don't get covered, so E. Even not yeah, right, now, E. There's going to be a little bit of a stretch, but make sure you don't pull away from the long stretch, so E. Yeah, you can't get an E without the corners sort of moving a little bit sideways, right? But work more on the vertical, E. Now, you press. You want to feel the tip pressing into your teeth, and you want to feel the side of the tongue contracting in, and that's the rule. You're not allowed to abandon those two major aspects of saying E. Or three: long stretch, tongue contracting, point leaning. So E. Okay? And so make sure that the middle to the top of the tongue is the part that's tensing. So you're going E. Not E, E. You're not E. So that's the part, the middle to the back of the tongue, that works on pronouncing all vowels. The front part is more limp. It just leans into the teeth. But the tension is more around the middle to the top. That's the part, and you feel your E coming off you should feel your E coming off the top of the tongue. Like
yeah, because it's like my mouth is full of tongue when I go E.
Yeah, E.
But there's still a space at the back.
Yeah. So you're getting all the buzz at the back, and the E just rolls off the top.
And that's what shapes the sound, is the tongue in the way.
You've got to kick the vowel right at the back, as far back as possible. Ready?
E.
Go. So we're going to go. Three, four. Now, if you put your hands on my larynx, but don't press, just very lightly, okay, and one down at the pelvis, you'll notice that there's no bumping in either of the areas. E. Now, what would happen if I went bumping down here? What would happen in there? You feel that? Yeah. That's air pressure going against the vocal cords. You don't want that, because when your vocal cords get pushed, the walls go, they contract and harden. When they harden, everything in the body goes like that, and then and you got pressure there. Now, in low range, you don't feel the pressure in there. It's when you go in the high range, then it gets really locked, and you feel like you can't go higher, right? So you don't want to do that, right? So from here, E. Make sure you're saying E and not okay? E. Next one. I'm doing a harmony too. Okay. You stick to your notes. Go. Enjoy the feeling of the voice rolling like a ball, fully occupying the whole cavity of the mouth. I don't want hear the difference? Now we're gonna play in future with we're gonna play with that later. You understand?
Yeah.
For soft and loud effect. But right now we just gotta get the loud tone first. You got to know where your full sound is in your mouth, right? 2, ready, go. Lips retrieve. Teeth show, but don't point your lips. Go. Thank you. Everything's teeth showing, tongue connected, tongue, but you're a little bit okay. Yeah, so but don't spread to the sides too much. Go. Never lose the squeal of the E at the top of the tongue at the back. Okay? Go. E. You gotta always E and not E. Okay? E. Yeah. Welcome to an E. Go. You're hitting a sort of wall at the top there, and you feel, oh gee, how high can I take this before I get a big fat crack happen, which is what I want. I want you to let the crack happen. It's going to lift you into a higher position. Okay? Go. That's it. You went in the new channel. Tickles, scratches.
Yeah.
Good. Let's just give it 30 seconds. Very good. Better just whistling because you're going into real scratchy territories.
Some oil.
Now, no, those scratches are all normal. It's because you're hitting on new ligaments and muscles, and for the first time in their life, they're getting shocked to move. You know, and while they're getting shocked to move, you're going to feel irritations. These irritations aren't permanent; they come and go. Right? Then it all smoothens out and all gets very cushioned in there. You feel like, wow, this is really comfortable. Right? So we've got to cough out a lot of spasms in order to free up the. Think of like you've got a ball of knots in there and you're untangling that like this. So you're getting rid of all the knots and tensions. Okay?
Ball of nuts.
Yes, think of a ball of knots. Each time you get a spasm in your cough, it's like you've untangled a knot. Understand?
Yeah.
Here we go. What is it? You are. Go. Now that was a G. Your G, when we did R at the start, wasn't like that. See what the ears done is giving it more
I
vibration.
wanted to do snap. I wanted to do something, but it didn't.
No, but the R had more vibration in it. Normally it was a bit more breathy at the start of it. That was a breathier note at the start. Now it's vibrating. See how it's already changed within 59 minutes. 30 seconds ago. Yeah, E, not E. Never by in, by out. E. Yeah, go. E. There you go. G sharp. How's that? G sharp, my friends.
Yeah, good.
How comfortable was that, eh? Wasn't as breathy then. We'll do one more. Finish. Ah. Ah. Now, the higher you go, the ah goes. Ah. Does that, okay? We've got to high jump the throat and not touch it and get over it and then go through. Okay? Ah. Let go of the lips. Don't point them. Ah. Good. You get lots of coughs, mate. That's good. Go. That's it. That's it. Good. Cough it out. Don't swallow. Cough. Turn the other way. Don't cough in my face. 2, ready, go. Go right through it. You're going to get very deep and tickly in there. The more you darken the mouth, the more you feel your voice descend in here. It's got to go down to get over. It's like an opposite direct. It does that. You understand? Do it again. Lots of networks are starting to connect there, right? That's good. We'll stop there today. Now, that's 61 minutes. Well done. You're on your way, mate. I'll give you about up to 3 to 6 months and you're going to be an amazing voice. Seriously, if you're going one lesson a week minimum, you're right. Good on you.